Hello everyone, my name is Sceptiles and welcome to another video, and today we're going to be doing a draft recap. If you guys don't know, I joined a draft league about a week ago, and this is actually kind of late. We've late in the thing here, late in the planning, but this was actually a video I just came up with about 10 minutes ago, and you know, I said fuck it. Let's go ahead and record this season. P.S.L. Season 5. So P.S.L, it's Draft League, stands for Pokemon Summer League. Well, actually, it's not Summer League. Pokemon Seasonal League. Season 5. Now, it is owned by the Jingus and co-owned by Cyan Chimera. Shout out to them for letting me join this Season 5. I was back in the day, part of it Season 1 and 2. It was on my old channel that I did do Season 1 along with ABL. If you guys do remember that, if you guys are even a long-time fan like that, just follow me from channel to channel. But yeah, in the P.S.L, there are two conferences. There's the Summer and Winter Conference. I am in the Winter Conference. So there's 12 teams per division or conference or whatever. And you guys will see some new faces, some old faces, a lot of old faces from Season 1, if you guys do remember that. And some of my friends like Levi, who has been there. He's in the Winter Division with me. I want to call it like Division 2. I don't know why, but I just want to call it for that. But it's cool. We're gonna get through this. So the basic rules to this draft season for this league. Well, we're doing Gen 8 national decks with the DLC moves. So like it's all gonna be like the league DLC moves. It's gonna be all fair use for like the abilities and stuff. I didn't know anything about the new DLC stuff, so I just said fuck it and just went in and drafted. But there are no Mega Z-moves or Dynamax allowed in this season, so that's gonna be like interesting. Let's make a huge interesting plays here. It's like back in Gen 5, pretty much. That's what it's gonna be about. But let's go ahead and get into the uploading schedule. So this is, of course, is going on Saturday. Each week will be uploaded on Sunday, starting tomorrow actually. For this, when this video is gonna go live tomorrow. What is it? What is this month? April 12th at 12 p.m. will be week 1. We are going to be facing off Chicago Fire types. I can't remember. Oh yeah. The coach is CJ Gecko. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and get into the draft. So the draft was a snake format. You drafted 12 Mons, obviously. And I had no draft plan going in it. It was pretty interesting what I did. Some people did like what I did, and some people are like iffy about it. I'm a little bit iffy about it. But yeah, let's go ahead. So the tiers, we have 6 tiers. We have Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4, Tier 5, and Tier 6. You get to draft 1 Tier 1, 1 Tier 2, 2 Tier 3s, 1 Tier 4, 1 Tier 5, 1 Tier 6, and 5 free slots with 600 points. Now these points differ between each tier. So like Tier 1 has 200, Tier 2 has 160, Tier 3 120, Tier 4 100, Tier 5 60, and Tier 6 40. So that means is for my free slots, if I did draft, let's say a Tier 1, it will take 200 away from 600, so I would have 400 points left. Pretty straightforward, I would say. What else? That's pretty much all I have to go over for this. So I guess let's get into the Pokemon, my picks, my drafted Pokemon. So for my Tier 1, I was thinking a little bit, and I was like, in a moment, I came home from work and the draft was going on. I was like, oh shoot, I totally forgot about this draft. Supposed to make a draft plan. I was like, shoot, you know what? Let's just go into this blind. And I was number 3 on the draft, so I drafted Dracovish. He was Tier 1. I nicknamed him Abomination. That's gonna be his nickname for the whole season. And I personally like this mod. I used this in my Shield playthrough. It was one of my first Pokemon. I named it Abomination. It hit pretty well. It didn't have like the ability that I wanted, but it was cool. It was a cool Pokemon to use. So I did some research. When it first came out, you guys all saw about Dracovish. You all saw his like attack and just how powerful it could be with Fish's Rend and Strongjaw. It just seemed like an obvious choice to go through, and as Water Dragon, a great type. Only like you've only seen it in Kingdra before, and it's gonna eat hits relatively well, but it just seemed like an obvious choice for me. I think it's gonna be nice. It's a new mon, obviously, new mon to the season, new mon to to Pokemon in general, and it's going to be interesting to use. And I do have a strat planned with a different mod that I did draft as well. You probably saw in the thumbnail. I'm not going to spoil it though, but we do have it paired with another mon that I'm going to try with that strat. I'm going to try it with that strat, but you know, I think that's enough for Dracovish. You know, I'm not really a competitive person. I don't really play Draft League. It's my first time back in months. So I'm not going to have much to say about each of these Pokemon. I'm just going to keep going. I'm not going to keep waste your time or anything. So next one I have Hatterene, which was tier 2, another Gen 8 Mon with the nickname Magisar. I don't remember where I got that nickname from, but I got it. But what I didn't really realize is the rest of my team, it's pretty diverse. It's a lot of speedy Pokemon and a lot of slow Pokemon. So I watched a draft recap by the owner Digingis, and he went over my team, and he saw Hatterene, and he was like, Trick Room. And that really didn't come to mind because I didn't think my team was that slow, but I did draft a lot of slow Mons apparently. And that opened my eye. I was like, whoa, I can do Trick Room, or I could do a fast team. It's very diverse, and I have a lot of options with this team, and I'm actually really excited. But this is a Fairy Psychic type. It's gonna hit hard. This especially offensive Mon, and I think it's gonna be a nice addition, nice new playstyle, a new Mon that I'm going to be using. It seems pretty cool. I'm gonna give it a chance. But yeah, it has Magic Bounce as well, which is also kind of nice. But let's go ahead and go to the next one, which is Alolan Muck, which is tier 3. I nicknamed him Goopy. I don't know about that name, but it's Goopy. But yeah, Alolan Muck, I used him once. It was pretty cool. He's hit hard. He's a little bit of a bulky mon, too. He's a 105 attack. Obviously, he's going to hit hard. And he's a Poison Dark type, which is a pretty unique type, as is. Only with, like, Skuntank and other Pokemon, but, like, it doesn't have a lot of weaknesses. And I seemed it was pretty cool to use. So I was going to draft him, and I'm going to use him again. It seemed pretty cool at the time, and I don't regret it. But next up we do have Registeel, which is a tier 3. I named him Mario after Wall Mario in Attack on Titan. Yes, I know, weeb, whatever. I'm not actually really in weeb, let's be honest. I watch anime, but I'm not like big into it that much. And except for some of it, but you get the point. But this is Steel type and completes the Fairy Dragon Steel Core, which is pretty cool. That was pretty much my plan for this one. And honestly, he's a Pokemon. Steel type is honestly a Pokemon in typing for a Mon as is, but like I can go for the Curse route or the Rocks route, the Stealth Rocks route, and it would be cool. It would honestly be really cool to use, and I never used a Registeel before in any playthrough or any draft league I've done in the past, and I think it's pretty cool to see this one out and play with this one. It definitely is going to be coming handy a lot, I feel like. Next up, we do have Venusaur tier 4. I tried to nickname him Celery. It's been my nickname for years. Don't judge me on that. But I was like, I need a grass type. I was looking for Celebi. I was like, I use Celebi a lot. I do. And that's going to be my third mythical Pokemon, right? Third one? No, first. It would be second one, honestly. I think second one. Yeah. And I'm like, nah, let's go for Venusaur. I haven't used Venusaur, and I know it's pretty bulky, and I know it gets a lot of recovery moves like Giga Drain and Leech Seed, and it's pretty cool with the Sleep Powder. I don't know, I just picked it because it's a bulk, it was a grass type, it's going to complete the Fire Water Grass Core, not complete, but add on to it. It was pretty cool mod to use, and I'm actually loving it, using it so far. But next up we do have Palossand. Palossand was tier 5, my nickname. Oh no, weeb guy coming out again, Shikaku from Naruto. This first tailed beast Shikaku. It's pretty cool. It's ground ghost and defensive with Shore Up. It's a pretty cool Pokemon. It's actually like a lot like physically defensive. It's pretty physically defensive, and I'm kind of going for a bulk team with some hard hitters as well. So it seemed like the best mon to use, and I just dropped the bottle, you probably heard that, but yeah, it looked like the best mon to use at the time, and I was like, oh, Palossand. Never used one before. I actually did use one in a Sun and Moon playthrough, but like I never used one in a draft league, because I was like, you know what, that's going to seem pretty interesting to use as well, and it's not disappointing so far. It takes hits. But next up we do have Luxray tier 6. This Pokemon was a steal. Let's be honest, this was a steal. Tier 6, nicknamed him Kakashi. Wow, another anime nickname from Naruto. Yeah, it's electric and a hard hitter. It was just a steal. I was looking for Pokemon. I was looking for an electric type to use, and I saw Luxray, and I was like, it's in tier 6. That's gonna be a steal. That's gonna be a huge steal. And I liked it. I liked the pick. and I was talking to some other people, and they're like, it was tier 6, really? That's a huge steal. And I was like, yeah. Yes, it was, and I got it. I got it. But next up, we're going to have Victini, tier 1. This is my first free slot Pokemon, so it was 200 points. Did get 200 points there taken away, but his name is Nike. It was a free slot steal, on my opinion. Nice, strong, mythical hard hit. I did use them in past draft leagues. It's pretty cool. Fire Psychic completes the Fire, Water, Grass core, and it's just a strong offensive wall breaker. I think it's pretty nice. I think it's going to be a really nice addition on the fast team. Not my Trick Room team, but I don't know. I've never really even used a Trick Room team, so that's going to be interesting to use as well. But yeah, let's keep going on. Next up is Galvantula, tier 2. Its nickname is Spooted, but he's frail, but he hits hard. But this is the Pokemon I'm pairing up with Dracovish. Now, the set I ran for week 1, yes, I already recorded week 1, as I'm telling you. This is like a very late idea to the party. But Dracovish paired up with Galvantula. I'm going to send out Galvantula first and set up the Spiderweb with Focus Sash, and that's pretty cool. And make sure Dracovish outspeeds a lot of Pokemon. And I was looking through all of the other teams. A lot of the other Pokemon, they have faster. But if I do put out the Spiderweb, Dracovish outspeeds them with the Choice Band. And Fisher's Rend literally KOs pretty much 90% of all the other Pokemon on the team that are like huge threats. Like, what can I name? Suicune. It's literally a 2-shot on the max defense Suicune. It's a 2-shot, like 70% damage if I outspeed. And that's insane. Like, that is literally insane coming from a Dracovish. Like, I'm actually kind of lucky I drafted this Dracovish. This Dracovish is like gonna definitely break some teams. It's gonna put a lot of people in tough positions. And I think it was a great Pokemon to pick up. It was my first Pokemon to pick up. I think Galvantula was like the second one I picked up or something. It was up there. I just knew that strat was going to come in handy. That was like the only thing I planned out. I planned it out as soon as I drafted Dracovish. But next up, I do have Lucario, which is a tier 2 free slot. And I think it's just a kind of a steal. I think I drafted this pretty much late. This is my third to last draft. And my nickname is going to be Anubis for this Pokemon. But this is like a strong offensive Mon with Steel and Fighting as a typing. And this Pokemon is really good in Draft League, like as I've seen before, like at least in Gen 7 format. But it still seems like a pretty good viable option as a Pokemon. It's just a strong hitter. It's pretty bulky with the Steel typing, and I think it's pretty good. It's pretty cool. Never used a Lucario either in a Draft League, and that's pretty interesting to use, so I picked it up. So next up we do have Slacking, and you guys might be wondering, Slacking? Really, a Slacking? But he was tier 5. I picked him up, named him Marshall. After Marshall Gorilla from One Punch. But yeah, Slacking with Truant ability, you guys, it's pretty interesting to use this Pokemon. This is an offensive threat, believe it or not. Even though we do have the Truant ability, just pairing it up with Body Slam, it has like a huge attack stat. Like max attack, pretty much is the same attack stat as Dracovish with a Choice Band with max attack. It's actually higher. It's like one point higher. It's just insane. This Pokemon is literally insane. If it didn't have Truant ability, this Pokemon would be broken. It literally would be broken. Like, honestly, it's pretty fast too, and it's pretty bulky as well. It would be a broken Mon if it didn't have Truant. And I picked it up, and it's gonna be a nice threat to a lot of people. But next up, last but not least, actually, we do have Golem. Golem tier 5, nicknamed him Tyrone. It's ground rock type with a new mod I wanted to try out. He's a new Pokemon I want to try out. I've always used him through Let's Plays. I love it. I love Golem as is, honestly. I love the Pokemon as is. It's a strong hitter, I feel like, too. It's a little bit slow, but it's okay. It's not bad at speed. It's not bad defenses because it has obviously the rock and ground typing, which are like, well, rock is more defensive than ground, but like still, it's pretty good typing. Honestly, I'm really excited to use this Pokemon as well. I don't know, I've never really seen it like get drafted. This is like one of the Pokemon I'm a little bit iffy about. Might be a trade later on in the season, but It seems good right now. It seemed like a good Pokemon to draft at the time, with the little time I had to draft. And yeah, it was my last pick. Actually, it was actually my very last draft in the draft. But honestly, that wraps it up. That really wraps it up. I watched his draft recap of the winter draft, and he said I have a potential of making it the top 4 if I play it well. He really liked my team, how diverse it was, and I have a lot of options. It's a team, he said, that has the potential to make it top 4, potentially to even win this season. I think I don't think he said that, but he says it's potentially top 4 if I play my cards right. And I feel like I'm going to try to play my cards right as best as I can. Definitely, a lot of people are also undecided on this team. A lot of people are putting it the mid-tier team. It's a little different team. There's some Pokemon that some people wouldn't like on the team, but it's me. This team, I think, complements me in my new playstyle that I'm going to try to use. And I've got a couple strategies back in my head, waiting to be used. And we're going to see how well it works out. Honestly, I'm definitely going to try my hardest in this season. I don't know if I'm going to make it top 4, let's be honest. I'm very inconsistent with with battles, honestly. But it's going to be an interesting season. I am streaming it. I mean, not streaming it, but recording it and uploading it. This is going to be a cool aspect. Nice transition into Draft League again. But yeah, it's going to be a fun experience for myself. Yeah. I don't know what else really to say. But I'm going to try my best. Hopefully, my goal for this season is to at least come in the upper half of the division. That's my goal, is to come up in the upper half. At least to win more matches than I lose. Let's say that. Definitely want to go for a 6-to-5 ratio. Even better if I make it to the playoffs. That would be amazing if I make the playoffs. It would be really amazing. That's definitely going to be show that my time off from Draft League has really helped me improve, and this team is really helping me improve. And I'm really trying to make a statement that I'm going to try. I'm trying to make a statement that you got to watch out for me, and that's what I did in week 1. That's what I'm going to do in week 1. Let's say that, actually, since you guys haven't seen it yet, but I'm going to do that in week 1. Make a statement in week 1 that I'm not here to mess around like I have in past seasons. I'm going to sit here and try my best and win. Try to win, or try to get as high as I can on the leaderboards. It's going to be an interesting road. It's going to be an interesting journey, but I think I have the potential to do it. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to build teams. I'm going to sit down for at least an hour and build a team and look at all my options. I'm going to get people to help me build a team. I'm going to try my absolute best in this season. 100%. I'm going to try to play this as best as I can. Literally, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try to win this season, or at least get to make a statement. Even if I do season 6, if they do season 6, make a statement that I'm not here to mess around. I'm not here to joke around and just have fun. I'm here to win. I'm gonna be serious. I'm gonna try. And you guys are gonna see a competitive side of me, a side that maybe none of you have seen. And this is you need skill in this game. Honestly, Pokemon, you need skill and you need luck. And I'm going to try to prove that I have skill, and luck is on my side with Victini. That's why I drafted Victini as well. The lucky Pokemon brings you good luck. We're going to try. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to explain the schedule here, but today, this is Saturday. The Pokemon, the actual battles are going to be uploaded every Sunday, starting this Sunday, tomorrow, the 12th. And yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys do stay tuned for week 1. And I'll see you guys all later. Have a nice day, guys. And goodbye.